It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's coming off a banner week, over 160 yards in that one. It's the Jets and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week: 22 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, partner, we've watched as they've reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
Here is Young. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring to me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for this sweep here in Buffalo. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing, Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for the sack. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Now leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the 2nd round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, and throws it away. You look at this Buffalo defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll go as a pickup of 8. The Jets at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies have tried to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And now the rookie's free. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bijan Robinson, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Pierce. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and short yardage. Young swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And already down 7-0. That was a touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Check right.
It's Young off play action. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jalen Carter gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Young on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Levis looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. This is unbelievable.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And that's going to be another good run on 1st down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. On 1st down, Levis. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Levis. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Levis. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Young now. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That throw by Young incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he... Because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Young working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 1st and 10, Young. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They go play action. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young off the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Meanwhile, Levis is this throw finds Smith and Jigba. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
First down, Jets.
Here's Levis. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Sending this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Kenny Pickett, excellent in the victory. as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here are the Jets now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Dancing to his left. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Levis, left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green.
It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him get run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bills ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much
maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Quentin Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Levis out of the gun on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Young. Steps away to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Young. And he's got it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Okay, ready?
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pierce will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
4th down, Levis. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the...
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step of the way and checked every box on the stat sheet in getting it done.
So for the Jets, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head